I'm really overjoyed and very emotional actually about the judgment today. Disabled people in our organisations have been fighting for a decade and a half against welfare reforms and austerity measures that have brutally, directly and have discriminated against us. We've lost many friends and colleagues over those years whose lives have been shortened by the stress and distress of the situations that disabled people have been put into. Once I heard the judgment, I was reminded of all of those that we've lost and all of those who we don't know who have died, countless people who've died as a result of cuts and changes to their benefits and other austerity measures. But today Mr Justice Calver has recognised the unfairness of a government consultation that deliberately set out to mislead and to disguise the potentially devastating impacts that these particular changes would have on disabled people, including those at substantial risk of harm and including pushing at least 100,000 more disabled people into absolute poverty. The judgment has respected the expertise of deaf and disabled people's organisations. It recognises the genuine difficulties that DDPOs and those affected by the changes had in responding to the consultation within such a short time frame and done in such a rushed and misleading way. And it sets out expectations for good practice consultation by government going forwards. Today is a win for disabled people. Although I was the claimant this time, this was very much a collective effort, and thanks to all my friends and colleagues within Disabled People Against Cuts, Inclusion London and the UK Coalition, and all those other individuals and organisations who gave their time and effort to this. This was about all of us working together for justice for our people. Thanks also to the wonderful and amazing legal team. I couldn't have had a better one, literally the dream team for this particular case. But we know that this isn't the end of the fight. In the 2024 autumn budget, Rachel Reeves committed to achieving the same level of budget savings as these proposals would have made. We await a white paper in the spring. We know the government is hell-bent on attacking disabled people and essential incomes we need to survive in order to manage the economy better than they are at the moment. Literally making disabled people pay for their incompetence and failings. At least following this judgment, they're now going to have to be more careful about making public the very brutal impacts of whatever they come up with next. Meanwhile, disabled people across the country are, though now, terrified and fearing for our futures as the assisted suicide bill makes its way through Parliament. This bill is exempt from the accessibility and fairness standards expected of government legislation and policy making because it's a private member's bill. We've been told the bill will not negatively affect disabled people when all evidence points to the contrary, and the voices of deaf and disabled people's organisations have again been dismissed by those in favour of the bill. People are understandably terrified. This is not how any democracy should treat its most disadvantaged members. We fight on together. Thank you.